I'm Trevor Takahashi. I'm the pipe major of City of Angels Pipe Band.
I'm Lay Lucas. I'm the drum sergeant of City of Angels Pipe Band.
Yes. And you know, it's great to finally catch up with both of you because I've been watching your band for the longest time now.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were chatting last night at the Bog Hole show. I think the last time I seen you was Monterey.
Yeah,
in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's been a long road since then. You're now in Glasgow.
It has, yeah. It's been a short time on the calendar, but it feels like it's been a very, very long road, and I think lots has happened since then. So it feels like ages ago that Monterey.
Absolutely. It feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
But even then, like you guys had a lasting impression on me. The band sounded brilliant that day. Obviously, you won, of course, clean sweep. And so, how has things been going now? Building up now for the World Championships.
It's been good. It's been a lot of work on everyone's part. I think this is also like the band's first trip to Scotland and the Worlds, but we're also very new to grade 3. So like we were recently upgraded. So it's a pretty it's been a fast track and a lot of work, and not just on us. I think everyone in the band has been pouring in time and effort, and whether it's time that we spend with them outside of rehearsal or extra rehearsals, or them getting, help from other people that we have on, kind of that are helping coach the band. So
there you go. And that's the one thing I want to put across is the amount of work that you guys are putting in. Like we're seeing a lot of footage of practice behind the scenes. It's good to see that. That doesn't just happen overnight. I have to talk about the branding, all right? Because I'm talking about the stuff that you're posting on socials and that. But like all of this, like, come on, that's amazing. There's not many pipe bands that have this kind of branding. I'm just going to point out to the camera, look at that. So yeah, tell me the story behind the branding. Where did the name City of Angels come from?
Yeah, so it was all started with just first an idea to start a band. So I was like, we've got to start something. And then it was during the pandemic, right? So Lay and I were chatting probably daily. And so I just was like, let's figure out some names, put them on a Google Doc and see what sticks. And I think at the end it was between Angel City Pipe Band and City of Angels Pipe Band. And I was like losing sleep. I was like, I don't know which one. And it just City of Angels Pipe Band, I think you were the one to say.
I was like, ooh, City of Angels. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
It has a ring,
Easy.
right?
Yeah.
And so from that point, it was it kind of wrote itself, because you have City of Angels, which is like a C and an A, right? And then if you put those together, that's the state we come from, California.
There you go.
And then I love to do design work, and I work in marketing in my day job. So it's just I'm kind of around all that stuff.
Well,
and so, taking a wing and putting it on the A, and kind of having a couple different versions of the logo just made sense.
Really cool. And even here at Pipe and Live at the minute, we are seeing people walking about with City of Angels shirts on, and people going, where'd you get that? I want one. And where did I buy one? Because they do look cool, and there is a cool factor with that, Are you finding yourselves that it's cool?
Yeah. No, it's awesome seeing people take some photos with that and all.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. So keep that up. The marketing has been fantastic. So are the band currently recruiting at the moment? Are you looking for new members? Is that why there is a marketing push?
For me, every day is a marketing push. But I would say we don't have I've never really had we're not actively recruiting during a specific season. I think some bands do that where it's from this point on to this point, we're in our kind of recruiting season, or our period of when we're looking for players. For us, it's kind of an ongoing thing. And I think people reach out, we have conversations. If it's a good fit, then come to rehearsal, let's see how things go. It's a lot of factors. I think it's musical. It's does it fit with their lifestyle? Does it fit with their commute to get to rehearsal? We're very big on we like people to have, I think our band has been successful because we have consistent rehearsals with everybody there outside on the weekend with people's fresh minds. And so I don't think anything super formal in terms of recruitment, but it's kind of an ongoing thing. And always looking, even players that are a bit more green, we're hoping to kind of start up something next year for a bit of a more beginner band as well.
Oh, nice. So to actually start doing some teaching then?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I have to then break it down into two different sections. So I have to ask you first of all about the drumming. The drum corps has been absolutely singing this last while.
Thank you.
What is the secret sauce?
Ooh. A lot of people are putting in a lot of hard work, as we talked about. Just trying to review like previous recordings and performances and being like, what can we kind of express more, or if there's like fundamentals we need to kind of like go revert back to and kind of get everybody locked in on.
So it's
That's
just
been a thing.
Constant improvement. So you would like look at old recordings and things, and then like, what can we do better?
Oh yeah, all the time. I look at recordings. I listen to great ones in my leisure to try and be like, how can we
do that?
Learn from this?
Yeah.
So.
That's one of the things I've noticed from when I last heard the drum corps in San Francisco to when I'm listening to you now is the difference in dynamic range.
Yes.
Is that something you've been really working on?
Yeah. I've been definitely trying to work on dynamic range a lot because I feel like you can pull some sort of emotion out of that or kind of get people to feel the music a bit more. Be a bit dramatic here.
No, absolutely. I'm with you. No, yeah, that rise and fall, that does add the dramatic that the pipers can't do. There's no volume button on these.
Yeah. We have to be the quote unquote volume, even though we all are singing.
We're either off or on. And when it's on, it's very loud.
Yeah.
So and I think like it just makes the pipe corps play better as well. Like when we hear that, like it's just such a pleasure to play to such a solid drum corps. And Lay is an expert drum sergeant. I've been super proud to see them grow like from the very beginning, like, and and grow a corps, like not just grow as a player, but like grow a group that like can play completely like one giant drum kit together, which is incredible.
You took the question out of my mouth. I was going to ask, because you guys really seem to be a cohesive unit, like you all play very much clicking together. Some corps struggle with that. Is that something you guys actively work on? Yeah.
Yes, I think what also helps too is that we have very strong friendships in the corps, so we all kind of hang out as well. So I feel like that helps kind of get us in sync.
That's a massive part of it.
Yeah,
taking selfies with each other in the bar and all that. That's all part of it. Absolutely. Like we know some drum corps when the competition's done, they don't go their separate ways.
Yeah.
But it's great to see you guys hanging out and having fun, and that's part of it. Yeah. Let's talk about piping. The difficulties of bringing this instrument across the Atlantic is a huge challenge, and bands have dealt with it in the past, and you guys are dealing with it now for the first time. How have you found it?
Every time I come here to do this, it is a learning experience for me and everybody else. So like I always like think that I know like how things are going to work and how long it's going to take and like what difficulties we're going to bump into. And I, tell the band, like I tell the pipe corps, like these are the things that are going to happen. Like they'll be frustrating. Like there'll be days where we have to completely take the instruments apart, recalibrate drone reads, do these things. Yeah. That's all a learning experience. But then I'm the one who ends up being the student because I learned from it. Yeah. We come from a very hot and dry climate. Yeah. Los Angeles is essentially a desert. And so it's tough. Like, and a lot of people do not live by the coast. And so keeping moisture in the pipes and keeping sheepskin bags going all season and having them ready to go here is a challenge. And like, I think for us, it's we're trying to add moisture at home, and here we're trying to prevent moisture.
Take it away all the time.
Right. Yeah. So it's like kind of switching everybody's mentality to like, after we rehearse, like bring your brushes to rehearsal, bring your chanter caps to rehearsal, like bring your towel so we can wipe the pipes off. Like, turn the pipes upside down if it starts raining. When you go back to your rooms, like take everything apart and brush them out, make sure everything's dry for the next time.
Set it all out in the bed, let it all dry.
Exactly.
All of that. Yeah.
So everyone's getting, I think, in the mode of that. And I think we're, that muscle has been worked all week. We got a bit of a downpour when we played at Buchanan Street.
I was going to say earlier this week, you got soaked.
Yeah.
But the crowd reaction, the amount of messages we got in Rab's show, we're going, oh my God, Rab, you've been telling us about this band. And you're right. Which was good. The crowd reaction,
wow.
Loved you guys. So have you found that, the reaction from the crowd listening? Found out that you have the love what you're doing?
We definitely feel the love. I think even like here, it's very surprising. And like, heartwarming to hear like such a response, because like we're one of so many, like over 200 pipe bands, so it's like it's very cool to have such a response. Even at home though, I think we had, like, I think at our last contest it was like, and here's the most cheered band, like, and we're like,
oh,
it's
wait.
just like a humbling moment, because it's like it's super cool to have so many people that love and support and follow the band.
Oh, there you go. And definitely no harm, but I think you guys are going to be a few rock stars on the day. There'll be some selfies took with you. I think you've got quite a following here in the UK now as a result of like past performances. So we're very keen to see you this weekend. Very much excited to see what you're going to bring. Are you looking forward to hitting the grass, first of all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's like, it's such a milestone moment for the band to have, you know, the band's first time ever to the Worlds. Like, I think also for everyone individually, it's like a milestone for them. Like some people have never been to Scotland, never played at the Worlds. A lot of super green people in the band, but they've grown so rapidly, and like people take to all of the direction that we instill in them so well that that's a testament to how quickly the organization has kind of flourished and grown.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I've been a fan of this since the beginning. The ethos of the band, the marketing, but of course the music as well. It's been fantastic following your story, and I'm so happy to see you here in Glasgow, even though it's absolutely pelting with rain outside right now. So, all been well, I'll hopefully catch you on the grass, and we'll get a little clip of your magic in the end of this interview. But I've been told there's a bit of a story. Well, we're both looking very worried now. There's a story with you guys in North Stratton, I think.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Tell us what happened.
Yeah. So we booked a bus. We booked a coach to go to Perth, not to compete, but just to watch. And I think more of an educational experience for both the pipers and the drummers to kind of watch how does a contest in the UK work. Let's watch these bands and listen to these bands that we only ever hear on YouTube. Like really get up close and personal during the tuning, like the final tuning area, to see how the buildup happens and how people behave and how the instruments are kind of dialed in. And so we were waiting outside for our bus, and North Stratton's like, our bus was taken by another band that's staying at College Lands, and so we don't know what's happening, and ours is like 30 minutes away. And we said, well, ours is a couple minutes away. And so we're like, just take ours and we'll take yours. You have to compete. We don't have to compete. And then they're like, oh my gosh, one of our tenor drums was lost in luggage. So we're like, oh, which note? Like, here, take this one. Like, do what you need to do. And so, happy to help, because if we were in that situation, we would hope that folks would do the same for us. Like, you know, we're just going there to have a listen, like not to play or anything. So
where you guys are staying right now, just for the video, this is College Lands. This is like college accommodation. But there's like loads of different bands from the US and Canada are all staying here. And it's its own little piping world in here. It's strange. It's like a little piping community all in one building.
Yes, it's interesting. It's like you can pop out outside and run into, you know, people from SFU. Dartmouth band is here. Edmonton and District is here. And then us, I think that's it.
I think so, yeah.
But as you say, everyone's helping each other. And that's the crux of this too, you know. As much as we're competing against each other, you know, they very much want to help each other as well too.
For sure. And that's, I think, the charming thing about pipe band around the world is just the sportsmanship and the camaraderie. Like whatever band you play with, you know, like we have people from all the bands watching our rehearsals and vice versa. And so like we're encouraging one another and saying like, that was a really good run. Like real good luck on Saturday. So I've run into people in the laundry, room and met friends there. So
brilliant. Well, guys, thank you for taking the time to chat with me on the show. I really appreciate it, and I'm a huge fan. I can't.
Thank you for taking the time.
And thanks for subscribing.